Welcome back, cool kids, and today I'm going to be sharing a tip with you on how to start writing your horror short. Okay, so let's say you're someone who's trying to write their first horror film or make their first horror film, and you're not quite sure how to start. Well, it all begins with your script, of course. Now, right off the bat, you're probably not going to write this crazy, inventive, never heard of concept that is just going to blow the socks off of everybody who reads it. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't just start writing something. And when I went to make this horror short, Cracker Mary, it was only the second horror short I've ever made in my life. So the way I went about it was I decided to do the tried and true method of just working with what I have. But sometimes that can even be too general. You might go, well, what does that mean, working with what I have? Well, to give you an example, I decided to base the story around everything that I had access to. So for instance, I wrote the story happening in my apartment with my friends as the actors, and we based the whole horror short around one item, which is a red balloon. And we basically used one prop in the whole film, which is this wooden box, which we got from Michael. So when we first got the box, it was completely clean. And so what I wanted to do was kind of dirty it up. I wanted to look burnt. I wanted to look like someone threw it in a fire and it just didn't burn right. And so our actor, Jamie, who is just like a powerhouse, said, hey, I can do that for you. So she took this outside with a lighter and added all these cool burn marks to it. And I was like, damn, that shit's dope. And this is what we primarily wrote the script around, was a box that the main character ordered offline, and in it contains a red balloon from a fictitious character who killed children and stuffed them into Cracker Barrels. And that's another thing, is that before writing the script, I knew that I was going to have the amazing Savannah Gilmore play Cracker Mary. And I asked her, is there any things that you can do athletically that is like crazy? And she was like, yeah, I actually do a lot of yoga, and so I can do a backwards bend and I can crawl on my hands, and it looks pretty creepy. And I was like, for real? She was like, yeah, watch. And so she showed me, and I was like, that's going in the movie. Now basically what I'm trying to tell you here is that when you're going to work on these shorts or you're going to do something, don't be pressured to think that it needs to be a home run. Now when I made Cracker Mary, did I think I was going to reinvent the wheel? No, but it was something I wanted to do because I wanted to improve as a filmmaker. And so that crazy masterpiece is out there for you. But you have to understand that a masterpiece is something you work towards. You don't need to do it right off the bat. It might not be today, it may not be tomorrow. It might be 10, 20 years down the line that you make that masterpiece. But that's why it's a masterpiece, because you need to understand everything that goes into making something like that before you can do it. So don't be held back by thinking, oh, well, if this isn't good, then I shouldn't be doing this. But you can't think like that. You gotta just create, and eventually you will get there. So if you're trying to make your first horror film, consider writing a story around everything you have access to, so that when you go to make it, you have nothing to stop you from doing it.